juicy. Just starting the vlog off. Alright, so what we are doing today is I want to talk about keto or intermittent fasting, which is better, or both utilized at the same time. But one thing I want to clear up first is with the ketogenic diet, people think as soon as they go into a keto adapted or ketogenesis, the thing that people get confused about with the ketogenic diet is when their body starts producing ketones to replace the glucose that their body doesn't have for energy to use as a fuel, that they're going to burn stubborn fat. It's not the case. You're not going to burn visceral or subcutaneous fat just because you have ketones in your body. You have to be in a calorie deficit. If you're not in a calorie deficit, you're just going to use whatever's in your belly as energy, okay? Whether that be carbs, fats, or proteins. Like just because you're on a keto diet doesn't mean you're burning fat stores. You still have to be in a deficit. You still have to eat less than your TDEE, your total daily energy expenditure. You still have to eat less than that to burn fat, all right? Because your body makes up for what you haven't eaten. If you're eating too much, then your body will downregulate fat metabolism and just burn and store what you've eaten in a calorie surplus. This is what people don't understand. So also with intermittent fasting, that can put you into ketosis. Roughly between 12 to 16 hours of fasting is when glucose and glycogen have been completely depleted, and then your body will switch to that fat metabolization using it as energy. But it's all defined on your caloric intake, whether that be a calorie deficit or a calorie surplus. So if you're in a calorie surplus, yes, you can still consume lots of saturated, monosaturated fat, polysaturated fats, like whatever, and moderate protein. But your body's going to utilize that. Doesn't mean it's going to melt fat off your body. You have to be in that deficit. This has been shown time and time again. It explains itself. You have to be in a deficit to lose weight. There's no way around that. Upon giving an unbiased view, I reckon just live in the moment. My advice. So I give an unbiased advice and give the evidence that supports said diet, etc. My advice, if you're trying to lose weight, do a little bit of intermittent fasting. Make sure you're in a calorie deficit, because personally I believe keep your protein high, and regardless of your carb and fat intake, as long as you are eating enough for hormonal reasons and to support your workouts, whether that be aerobic or anaerobic, just eat and live and enjoy life, and make sure you're frequent and consistent with it. Because if you're not consistent, then shit's not going to happen. It's going to roll downhill and you're going to wonder why. Last long blacks, perfect way to start the day. 0 calories basically, or maybe like 1 or 2. It's just water and 1 or 2 espresso shots. Get on it. I just want to talk about just the feels. Just live it, just be it. Drink lots of coffee. No, more so just happiness and giving. Like gratitude, like deep and meaningful. Just a lot of people talk about reaching aesthetics, getting ripped and all that kind of stuff, but that kind of shit doesn't change your life. What you want to do is just give and be the best person you can be, and be vibrant and be happy, and just help as many people out as you can, because through just those small events of helping and just being the best version of you, you brighten people around you, you make people better people, and whatever you're doing will help them. Those Friday feels. What a time to be alive. All right, just heading to the gym now, going to smash some legs. This is going to be the last workout before I head to holidays, Hawaii, tomorrow night. So it's probably my last workout. It's going to be hitting some squats, deadlifts, rack pulls, and maybe some abs and some other bits and pieces. More so leg emphasis, but it's going to be a full body workout. And yeah, really looking forward to it. Just had a coffee, just getting changed going in. It's going to be probably a half an hour leg session, real quick. Nice. How's that lighting though? Got to work on those traps. So just compound movements, and then followed in by isolation exercises, unilateral exercises after isolation exercises. Shit, back to front. That's where I like to train. Nice and quick, in and out, 3 to 4 times a week, getting it.
maybe they never find me. I've been waiting such a long, long, long time to feel it, swallowed by the waters around me. I know I took so many wrong, wrong, wrong turns to see it. Whoa. The sun comes up and I feel my love flooding back again, yeah. Until the sun comes up and I feel my love coming up again. Suddenly the sun.
Love that feeling if you're doing deadlifts and squats. Sweat, grind, happiness and tears.
I feel my love coming back again. See through such a cold, cold, cold night to see it. The green flashes hit me right where I'm standing. The sunlight cut into the bone, bone, bone. Start to heal it. Suddenly the sun comes up and I feel my love flooding back again. Until the sun comes up.
Workout, so squats, couple of back squats, front squats, deadlifts, sumo deadlifts, rack pulls, did some face pulls, leg press, calf raises, some tricep push downs, and a few other bits and pieces. The thing about working out is you have to stay frequent and consistent, at least minimum 2 times a week, stimulating each muscle group 2 times a week. Like, that's a bare minimum, the minimum dosage for muscle growth. Like, seriously, if you're only going in and doing 1 muscle group at a time, you're only working out twice a week, you're not going to get any growth. So if you're only working out twice a week or 3 times a week, at least do a legs push pull or a full body program 3 times a week and just alternate your starting exercises. I've been through a full body, upper body programs there in my YouTube channel. Check those out if you want. Link will be in the description. Give me my ticket, motherfucker. Look at that sweet angles. Ooh. Can you get it? Oh, swing, swing, swing. Bam! Right, just going to get in some Subway. I had sunburnt today. Good sunny's tan. Alright, so we're flying out to Hawaii tomorrow. Cleaned out the fridge. We got absolutely nothing in the house. So I'm trying to keep it cheap and relatively healthy. So if you travel a lot and like you're on the go all the time like myself and you train quite often, I like to live life flexibly, man. Like, I don't track my macros to a T. Currently I'm doing a recomposition. So, or basically like a lean bulk. I'm trying to put on weight, but I'm not really trying to. I'm basically just trying to eat more intuitively and just lift and progressively add a little bit of weight each to my lifts each week and train as often as I can. Generally 4 to 5 days a week. This week I've trained 3 days a week. So this week I trained 3 days and I did full body, more so a leg emphasis. I've been doing a fair bit of like upper body work like during my actual working day, so pretty fatigued from that. But so if you eat out a lot and you're worried about going over your macros, you can just do intermittent fasting. Just skip that first meal or eat later in the day. Have your first meal at like 10 or lunchtime. And then when it comes to dinner, you still got like if you're a male, roughly like 90 to 100 kilos, relatively active, have a fair bit of lean muscle, being out of the gym for a few years, you can have more than a few thousand calories to play with. Like my daily intake, depending on how active, can be anywhere from like 4,500 to 6,000 for maintenance and lean bulking roughly, depending on how active I am that day. So like depending on your activity level, you may require more calories each day or require less based on your activity level. Training days you require more, non-training days you require less. That's why some people do like carb backloading and stuff like that. So training days they'll have more carbs, and then non-training days they'll back the carbs off. That's more so just a protocol to kind of fluctuate your intake of calories, because what is actually important is your weekly intake, not more so we're focusing on the macro, not the micro. So not the daily intake, the actual like weekly intake. So say you overate on one day, you undereat on the other day, therefore equals itself out. You don't get fat overnight, you more so get fat from progressively overeating in a calorie surplus. So I talk my hands a lot and but that's it. Like if you go to the gym frequently, you eat relatively healthy, you eat nice, wholesome foods, and you have some treats here and there, you might have a few drinks, go out and enjoy yourself with friends, like you're gonna have a lean ass, you're gonna have a pretty good physique. I don't say this lightly, because that's the way I live my life, and that's the way I do it. And I'd like to think I have relatively good genetics, but I have really bad beer genetics. Anyway, so eat intuitively, work out frequently, just enjoy life. All right, so I'm gonna go and get some Subway and let's get it done. Pretty much over the coming weeks, I'm gonna be uploading just vlogs, just roughly short daily vlogs from our time in Hawaii. It's gonna be awesome. Sick little workouts and gym edits. It's time to eat. Basically some edits, some more so eating, and maybe a few body weight workouts, but yeah, maybe like 3 or 4 vlogs from the whole time we're there for the 10-11 days. Smash to feed. Just gonna sit here and deal with my comatose state. Alright guys, I'm gonna wrap the video up here. Hope you enjoyed the edit. Next vlog you'll probably see me at the airport, Hawaii. Let's get it.